welcome back to Bagajashin. Myself, I'm Anand Sanahar, and today I just came up with one more topic on React. Here we just going to start. This is the like you can say this is the first class on React. So now we're just going to in this particular class we're going to talk about introduction to React. So I'm going to talk about some basic stuff about React. So before actually going to talk more on the core concept, so I just talk about some basic stuff and then we'll move to the advanced topics on React. So now, first of all, let's talk about some basic stuff, introduction to React and what is React and all those things. So and then we also why should you learn React and all those things that we also talk about, and we have also going to look into alternatives on React, and even also going to look into some of the uh, like job opportunities in React and so how is the IT world, what are the things we can do with React, all those things we're going to talk about. So this is what we're going to do in this today's class. So now let's get started with today's class. So now let's get started with today's class introduction to React. So what is React? So now let's move to the official website of React. So this is the official website of React, react.js.org. So what official website document is says that React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. Yes, of course. So it's a JavaScript library, and you already if you're taking this particular course, in the sense you already know about JavaScript and HTML CSS as well. So I already discussed all the things you need to follow before taking this particular course in the previous video. If you haven't checked the video, please do check the video and then come back here. So now, okay, now let's get started with this. So yeah, so JavaScript is a JavaScript library. React is a JavaScript library, and it's basically to build a user interface like a front end development. Basically, we use a React for front end development. And what is the basic difference over there with JavaScript and React, and why we need this particular thing, and what is basically a library, and all those things you're going to get a clarity at the end of this video. Now let's move on to one example. Like I'm just going to compare React, normal vanilla JavaScript, and then React, and I'm going to compare both the codes so that you may get some clarity why actually why can't we do like what are the things why we need actually React. Just why can't we do with the normal vanilla JavaScript? So why we need a React one more library? So that's why everything you're going to get some clarity once after doing this particular thing. Okay, now let's move to the code here. So this is the normal JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript. It is a normal vanilla JavaScript. So now here we have HTML code here. This is a HTML code, basic HTML code, and then we have a body, and we have some inside the body we have some tags, div tags, and all those HTML, all those things. So this is the output screen is all over. So we have my study plan and then JavaScript. So this is some kind of the study plan that we going to do. Like basically, we just going to plan somewhere. Right? We going to say we going to do this particular learn JavaScript on this, and tomorrow we have to learn Docker and you have to learn cloud, all those things. We're going to plan something, right? So such kind of website you can say this. And here I'm going to put some data as a today. So it's a 19, and then I'm going to mention that today is a 19. So this is what the card is basically. And then if you want to delete the card, and then you can also delete it. But it's actually not going to work because I didn't mention any kind of action on. I didn't mention any kind of action for deleting all those things. Just going to close it. That's it. So I'm not going to delete anything. So I'm not going to I didn't do all those stuff. So I don't know to do. So I just want to show some example. That's it. So and even don't bother about this ugly picture that I'm showing right now. The ugly website. So yeah, don't bother about all those things because I just want to show some example. That's it. So this is not what basically we're going to do some more examples and all those things. So no need to worry about it. But I just want to show some examples. So don't bother about how it look like and all those things. Okay. So now let's move to the this is the normal vanilla JavaScript, right? And we need some index.html pages, and we need HTML pages basically when you want to do with some normal JavaScript, and everything going to be converted into HTML, and all those things you already know. DOM, all those things, right? So here, for example, if you want to do some more stuff, for example, if I want to add one more card, then what are you going to do? So you're just going to type one more time, right? Isn't it? Going to type one more time, and then you're going to instead of len JavaScript, I'm going to be going to mention one more name, that is cloud, right? So that's what we have mentioned here. So now we got it, learn JavaScript and then learn cloud. And then now here we're going to mention one more date. So tomorrow I'm going to learn, today I'm going to learn JavaScript and tomorrow I'm going to learn cloud. So that's what we're going to do. So if you want to add one more card, then we're going to add. If you want to add one another card also, you have to add one more thing. That's all. So this is what basically about JavaScript, and then like this is the cards basically. It's a vanilla JavaScript. This is nothing but a vanilla JavaScript. It's not anything React specific. So everything is a normal vanilla JavaScript code. This is it's not anything React specific here. Nothing is React specific here. So everything is a normal vanilla JavaScript here. So if you want to do, you have to add one more time. That's what we already know everything. We already all those things we already know. Now let's move to the React. So what is the difference here in React? So for example, the same example I took here Excel. If you want to first of all, I want to learn a React cloud today, and I'm going to mention, and if I want to delete all those things, everything I have the same functionality I have mentioned in the React as well. The same thing, for example, if I want to and don't bother about all this code, all those things like how this works and everything. Don't bother about all those things. Um, don't bother about all those things. Just look at focus here. So if I want to add one more card, then I have to mention. I have to write only one single line here. That's it. And we got the one more card here. And I'm going to mention date here, and then nothing here. That's it. That's it. Nothing else here. And if you could see, like there is nothing is reloading actually here. But when it comes to JavaScript, for example here, for example, if you take this particular example also, let's see these things also, so that you may actually get some clarity also on this as well. This is one use case, like writing this kinds of like very huge code to write some kind of cars, such kind of things. And also one more use case also I'm going to show it right now. Docker here. I'm going to mention Docker here. See, if whenever I mention Docker and then I just mention the control S, so everything going to be removed here. See, for example, if you see before that, it used to have some dates here, right? 19 and 20, but everything is removed because the page is reloaded. The entire page is reloaded. The HTML page, entire page is reloaded. Whenever we click the save button, got it? You got it? Whenever I click the save button, everything going to be reloaded. And not only clicking the save button, even when you actually post it on any kind of server or any whatever it may be, even if you host it also, even if once after posting also, everything will be reloaded, right? Isn't it? If you want to, for example, you have multiple HTML pages, if you want to go with normal vanilla JavaScript without going for React specific. Then you might have some multiple HTML pages. If you want to go with one page to another page, like for example, if you have a nav bar, home page, we have a home and the login page, and we have an about page. So everything you just whenever you click this all the pages, everything will be reloaded, right? Everything whenever you click and everything will be reloaded. So it will take some time. It's going to take some time to reload everything. So all the time taken when it comes to React, for example. So see, for example, here we have dates in 19 and 20. Now let's actually add. This is not the yeah. So now let's add. So let me copy this, and then I'm going to paste it here. And then I'm going to instead of React mention Docker. I'm going to mention Docker now. So see, so it's not reloading actually. Basically, it's not actually reloading. See, if you could see the dates and all the dates are everything is remains same, but we got the card. So it's not this page is actually not actually reloading. Only the DOM manipulation is actually happening. So that is what JavaScript. You already know JavaScript, right? So the same thing will happen in React. Because React is nothing but a JavaScript library only, right? So we are actually not using any kind of HTML here. I mean, of course, this is if you could see this, this is you might know that you can say this is HTML tags, all those div tags, and all. But basically, it is not a HTML tags. This is JSX. This is actually JSX. Actually, all those things you're actually going to learn when you actually talk about all those things. But it actually this is not the right way to write, right? Because when it comes to normal vanilla JavaScript, will this writing this div tags and h1 tags will that accept actually no, right? But here it actually accepts it. So that is this is not actually basically HTML. It will look like HTML, but it's not HTML. So all these things actually when we actually get into the course, at the time you're going to get some clarity. But this is what I'm going to want to show here. If you want to add multiple cards, we're just writing only one single line. So and everything actually we have already everything mentioned here. So these are basically components and we have divided components. So what is component? All those things we're going to learn it. That's not an issue. Don't worry about all those things. But here just look into here. So we're just writing one single line. But when it comes to with normal JavaScript, then you have to write and copy all the 4 lines or 5 lines, whatever it may be. So even if you take a very huge application also, it will be huge process and huge time taken. And even for loading the HTML pages and as well as uh, we are writing us like a very short code. That's what we can do. Actually, we can reuse those components again and again. That is basically we are just using this component again and again. We just by just manipulating some text. That's it. This is what basically React, and this was basically now with the normal JavaScript. So this is what basically actually happens. So when it comes to HTML, HTML has to be reloading every time. When it comes to JavaScript, JavaScript basically the only language that browser can understand, right? So the browser actually going to just going to execute everything over there. It's not going to reload anything because this is not a HTML. Everything is a JavaScript. So JavaScript actually what happens in JavaScript, JavaScript already browser can understand. JavaScript is the only language that browser can understand, right? So it actually normally going to add all the cards. It's not going to reload anything. So that's what it actually basically when it comes to React, that's what actually happens. When it comes to React, this is not going to happen. So now let me show one more example here. So this is a Facebook, right? So we already know Facebook. We actually have been using Facebook a lot and long time. So for example, if you take Facebook actually been made using React only, and even React actually the Facebook team only actually uh, created this particularly React library also. So JavaScript library also have created by Facebook team only. So even Facebook also use React only. So if you could take Facebook here as an example. So for example, if you take by just going home and then we're just going to watch and then just going groups and then we're going to game section. So actually, everything is going to getting within a seconds. Like it's not actually going to reload anything. It's actually not everything is actually not going to reload anything. So this is what basically React is basically. So we're not going to reload anything here, so nothing is reloading here. So everything going to be executed by JavaScript. So JavaScript going to execute, and then we're going to get the output in our screen. That's what basically actually happens. So everything is actually made using a Java. I mean, everything will be made using React. So React is nothing but JavaScript. So I mean, everything will be converted to JavaScript basically. That's all. Everything we're going to look into when we actually talk about few concepts. Once after talking about few concepts, I also show you how actually React works in the background. All those things I also I'm going to show you. So no need to worry about anything else here. So this is what basically React is all about. So now I got some clarity. You might have got some clarity what is React and why we need why should you learn React is basically and uh, and let me show some job opportunities on React basically. So if you could take a LinkedIn, on LinkedIn search as a React developer, we have around 29,000. Okay, as a result says 29,000 as a React developer. So this is what how popular is React and how actually demanding the market is all about. So React. So all the modern websites are actually right now are shifting, moving to React.js from other things. So every modern website are actually using React. Facebook is using Instagram, and then even Netflix. We all know Netflix. Even Netflix also uses React. So this one, all the things are using React, and even all the modern websites are moving to React. So that's what because of this the user interface that actually providing the React is a very big shout out to React. So without React, so we can't even imagine like all those like we have to do all this heavy lifting process and write multiple lines of code. It's a huge thing. So we can actually do everything by just React. So this is how everything will be time like we can save a lot of time by just doing with a React. So all those things are available. So these are the things we can actually say like why we need and all those things. So now let's move to the alternative to React. So we have alternative to React. We have Angular, JS, and then we have Vue.js. I'm not going to talk more on this. But I just want to show we have also alternatives. So even it's better to also learn other alternatives as well. But I'm not going to talk here in this particular course. But maybe if you guys need this kind of Angular view also, like the comparison Angular, React, and then Vue. Also, just put it in the put it in the comment box. Maybe I'll do another video on comparison between React, Angular, and Vue. So what are the difference over there? All those things. If you want guys me to do, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to do that as well as soon as possible. So, but right now I'm not going to talk about anything with Angular and the Vue. We just this particular course is all about React. So I don't want to talk about all those stuff here. So this is what about guys. That's it for today's class. Thank you for joining. So I hope you guys like this particular video. If you like my work, please do like, share, and comment. If you sorry, if you like my work, please do like, share, and subscribe and comment below to Bagger session. So thank you for joining.